Hello, comrades, and welcome to the United States Empire playthrough under the column. I'm Palora in European Resource Fleet. It's 1936. We just finished setting up our amazing fleet, and now I'm trying to figure out how to do everything. Right, so in charge of Consus East Theater, we want somebody who's a good logistic wizard. So, MacArthur, congratulations, you'll be covering the East Theater. I'm probably gonna send you to invade Mexico. Frankly, I'm pretty sure we're gonna send everyone to invade Mexico. In the West Theater, and I know I keep using West side and East side. Right, never mind. We will be using Stillwell actually, because Patton does not have Logistic Wizard. Logistic Wizards means your units that are under the command of this HQ are gonna require less fuel, are gonna consume less supplies, weapons, medicine, fuel. Although the game only counts supplies, which is everything: weapon, ammunition, medicines, food, clothes, everything that's there, and fuel, which is fuel. Whatever you need if you have mechanized, well, motorized units. So standard infantry do not consume fuel because they're walking everywhere, poor guys. So Field Marshal Stillwell is in charge of Consus West, and Field Marshal MacArthur is on the... I remember MacArthur was in the Philippines, but yeah. And in charge of the Pacific Theater, there's nobody at the moment. Think I'm gonna put Griswold, because Logistic Wizard, and not an old guard, so he's gonna promote himself fast eventually. However, at the moment, Griswold has nothing. We do have officers. I don't know why we couldn't make more infantry last time, but we couldn't. We have some diplomatic influence. We are pretty bad at everything, so let's involve ourselves in technology. Which means... this is good enough. Capital ships. Well, escort ships. Upgrade everything. Whatever. We are also going to invest in landing crafts already and focus on getting some infantry damage, as well as not fine night fighting. Maybe we'll see. I'll also improve our cavalry. If you can, ignore militia. For now, we start researching tanks. We start researching better artillery. We'll come back to that later. Industry, we need everything, basically, especially this. Rocket test, sure. Radar, yes. Mechanical, it's already saying. Inofficial research, 4 years landing craft. Fine. You're right. You are right. The landing craft can wait. If I remember where it was. Was it escorts? Fine. Landing craft can wait. What else do we have here? 2 years ahead, 3 years, radar. I do want radar though, so that stays. Radar helps with capital ships. Capital ships were good. Bombers. Actually, this doesn't matter, but didn't hurt. 36, give me that. Basically, we're trying to upgrade everything that's 36. Like everything that's 36. Everything forever, heavy A. We'll use those atomic research eventually. Maybe. For now, we wait. Theory. Don't care about. Well, we do care about this. This is important. Civil defense, not so much, but we're gonna build it anyway. This is really important, and it's hidden right here, where everything is like, oh, if you research this, the next time you research something in this thing, it's gonna be better and it's gonna be built faster. So. Most people don't bother with this. This I don't. However, this thing is important. Land technology. Yep. Everything. Everything. Tactical command structure. Sure. Yes. Yes. We want everything. Well, except guerrilla ambush. Guerrilla warfare. Well, it's 1980, you can research it faster. This I don't care, but this is gonna give me to large formation, which is gonna give me to human wave, which unit cooperation is really good to have. What else? Superior firepower, so we can put another brigade in our divisions. We have 5 brigades per division. Really good. We're gonna need at least another rank of that. Infantry warfare buffs the organization of infantry. Always nice to have. Always. Central planning, man, not so much. Grand battle plan, however, combat reinforcement chance pretty good. Special forces, since we're gonna be using mountain troops for the mountains in China and South America, we need these. Marines, since we're gonna be invading everywhere, we need those. Rangers, since why not have some better infantry, have those. And engineers, maybe. Think we're gonna bundle up our engineers with heavy tank formations so they can cross rivers faster and really do the job of heavy tank, which is breakthrough. What's it called? Fortifications. So yeah, everything's needed here. And also the morale of infantry could. What is it? Tactic? No, not that one. Muscles. So what the fuck was it? The biggest one. Oh right, this one. Operational level organization vital. Having to wait 2 days or more before a division can attack again is really annoying. Also makes blitzkrieg fast attacks impossible if you have to wait. Oh, my tanks just broke through the line. Now I have to wait 3 days for them to reorganize. The idea is, after an attack, your troops are scattered, they're wounded, they need to recuperate, and if you have this high enough, they're better at the job. They recover faster, and you can attack faster with them. Vital if you want to, well, not have a series of trench warfares every single time. Means you can catch enemies before they fortify. I mean, you can actually outrun enemies and surround them, and so on. It's vital. Now, yep, we need tactics. Oh god, everything. We are the United States. We are gonna research everything. I know. Heavy bomber, yes. We're gonna need these. We're gonna need that. God, we're gonna wait until we reach 1949 before we upgrade those. Don't care about that at the moment. Submarines, sure. So the list is gonna go like this, and then once something is researched on the list, it's gonna go at the bottom, and the next in line will move forward. Since we have a lot of things that are actually 1940, I believe, we can do this. 1918, the earlier the year, the faster they get researched. You've seen other countries do it. We're also gonna do a few things, however. We're gonna keep this at 31 because it bugs. Espionage, diplomacy, we have enough diplomatic points, we don't need that. We're gonna need spies and officers. Officers, you need this. You need officers to have competent units. So that's our technology done. We have a lot of research to do, but we have a really advanced fleet, which is what I wanted. Right, politics. Oh god. So, head of state Franklin D. Roosevelt, he's not susceptible to external pressure, and he gives us a nice organizational regain rate, which is a great bonus to have for your infantry. Means the organization, which is what keeps a division fighting, recovers faster. Land intelligence, who can we replace here? Political intelligence, yeah, well, I don't care about this. We have John Nathan Garner as head of government. He's a big-headed isolationist. Which, yeah, he doesn't give a shit. Nobody can attack us, and I don't care about the external pressures. He's not really good, but we can't replace him. Head of intelligence, William F. Friedman, yeah, good enough. Chief of Staff, Malin Craig, School of Defense reinforcement chance. I don't care about that. Now this is the interesting here. Do we want combat movement speed, which is nice, or organizational gain, which is also nice? So do our units move faster or they recover organization faster? I'm on the opinion that organization is better because obviously your units fighting better and longer is more important than moving faster. Because if they don't fight better, they move faster away from the enemy. So, personal opinion. So Douglas MacArthur is chief of staff somehow. while also commanding the West headquarters. East headquarters, my bad. Foreign Minister Cordell Hull, great compromiser, you say. He's susceptible to the Axis. I could get Arthur Vandenberg, which is an iron-fisted brute. Ruling party support is not bad. Frankly, I don't care about ruling party support, so we'll keep this just in case. Chief of the Army, Malin Craig, who actually is an armor spearhead doctrine. Okay. While MacArthur is an axis defense doctrine. Mobile unit practical decay. What's the difference? We'll keep Craig for now. Besides, MacArthur already has a job. Armament Ministry. Minister Henry Morgenthau. Resource in the industrialist. Resources plus 5%, really good. Chemical engineering, pretty good. Supplies 30%. Resources mean all of these. Well, the United States resources should not be a problem. We are going to get a lot of those. But the way I'm plan on building the United States, we're gonna need a lot of them anyway, so it helps. And there's nothing else here except the supplies, which at the moment we don't have enough troops eating our supplies. And we can always dump industry into building supplies, so that's not gonna be a problem. Minister of Security, J. Edgar Hoover, the man, crime fighter, and counter-espionage plus 10%. Well, the choice is obvious, since they all do the same, we're not touching it, because changing ministers kinda affects your dissent. People don't like change. Chief of the Navy, William H. Stanley, who believes in base control doctrine, which gives him naval base efficiency 10%. Naval base doctrine efficiency is not a bad thing to have. Certainly better than something as limited as capital ships or, destroyer. Capital ships, which mean everything: battleships, battle cruisers, heavy cruisers, carriers, as opposed to destroyers, just destroyers. Yeah, I think we'll keep the base efficiency. We want our base to be efficient. And Chief of the Air Force, which we can't change, Air Superiority Doctrine, which is a nice doctrine to have, well, idea, but light aircraft practical decay. The idea is you blanket the enemy skies with your own fighters, and then you have controls of the skies, or superiority at least, which is what the Allies had in the late stages of the war. Oh, nice. Civil laws, can't change those. Conscription, can't change those because, yeah, we're not at war. So our army is full volunteer. Economic laws, can't change those. We're losing a lot of industrial capacity because of this. Full civilian economy, yeah. Half of our industrial capacity isn't being used properly. But, well, we're not at war. Education investment law, massive, which is good because it gives us leadership bonuses. However, it gives us less money. We're the United States, money is not going to be a problem, I think. Consumer product orientation, can't help that. But training, advanced training, we don't have enough money to change it. We will change it to specialist law, which means more starting experience for our units. That's about it. I do kind of need 1 year draft eventually, but I need to be at war. Because at the moment, because our troops are reserves, they start at 25 strength. That's the amount of men you have in it. So, we're not at war. Our volunteer army, our divisions, our brigades are not up to strength. They're just the minimum amount of troops required to maintain the effectiveness, well, the command structure of a division, of a brigade. So, they're the officers, the guy in charge, and the minimum amount of people to take orders. And when the country goes to war, those divisions are full up with recruits, new recruits who already are integrated in an existing system. Not a bad idea, and actually works. Darby's Ranger Force is going to be led by, I guess we're going to keep Patton for now in charge, although he's a battle master. And I'm pretty sure Darby doesn't have any, well, the Rangers don't have any combined arms for now, but giving Patton some experience won't hurt, Major General Patton. And we're gonna rename this eventually, but for now, Hodges, offensive doctrine battle master. That's it. Only Patton has 3 slots. Fine. Hodges is gonna be in charge of the first special forces, special service forces, which is special service. No, that's not the OSS, which is the Office of Special of. I forgot what the OSS stands for. Sorry. Right, so that happened. I do want to get something done. Firstly, you guys get to move from there, because that's a shitty port. Alright, yes. Specialist training. I don't have the money for it. Industrial capacity wasted. Yep. Inefficient research. 3 years and 2 years, that's good enough. Intelligence. We are gonna, well, firstly, make sure the priorities are right, which means nobody gets sent to any other countries, and active domestic spies are really active. So yeah, also not aid in the allies, but a major power. And the job of the spies at home is to counter espionage. Everything and everyone. Right, let's take a look here. I could mobilize the country. Why I would do that, I don't know at the moment. I believe in diplomacy we have some events we can trigger. Italy is at war with the United Kingdom, and we use 5 neutrality. Oh shit, I forgot. Is it in politics? We might not be able to start the war when we want it. And gearing up for war. Really? God damn it. There was no option to name it the neutrality? Other countries get that option, what the hell? Yeah, so turns out the United States does not get the prepare for war event, cheat event, because that's what it is. It's basically, peace is boring, prepare for war. Yeah, I guess. Right, so we're gonna have to use events to lower neutrality, but we do have a bunch of neighbors, which is the wrong button to do. Neighbors, so yeah. We're gonna increase the priority to send spies over here. And when they get there, when we have 10 of them, we're gonna have them increase the threat, which should help the invade. The higher the threat, their threat compared to your neutrality, the easier. Well, the idea is, you need, in order to start a war against a country in this game, you need to have your neutrality lower than their threat. So, you know, so you can launch a preemptive attack. So if Mexico isn't threatening at all, the US has no reason to invade. However, if Mexico is really aggressive and threatening, the US can invade. So that's the goal why we have the spies in place. Which means we're gonna probably, yep, we're gonna have to drop a bunch of technology down. Which is sad, but it's needed. It is needed. Officer generation isn't that important at the moment since we're not building units. So it's nice to have, but diplomacy, well, we need a bunch of them. I want 1 officer per day, please. Good, 1 officer per day. Diplomatic influence, which we use for trades and shit, should be at 20 per day, should be fine. And then we get, well, almost 1 spy, 0.79 spies per day, which is good enough. Right. Production, it is time. For one thing, yep, our production is going to be at 767. Our consumer goods are going to be low. Consumer goods keep the populace happy, and if you use more capacity on consumer goods, they give you more money. Money is not going to be a big deal for us since we're going to be trading resources away. So what we need is a bunch of, well, reinforcements, no, and supplies, no, upgrades, no, and no land lease. Fuck that, forever locked. And yeah, well, not yeah, really. We're gonna put this here with one caveat. We're gonna increase it a bit more than it should be. Too much. So in case an event happens and I don't pay attention to it, we still decrease our descent by 0.2 every day. And we have a bunch of extra provisions. Oh, and we're building the Enterprise and the Yorktown. Are these shitty ones, shitty carriers? And 2 more destroyers. Well, fine, we're keeping this. Very well. And industrial capacity. This we're gonna build a lot. a lot. Control clicking adds 10 of them. So 20 in parallel. And yeah, you know, just about 100 of them. 2,000 new factories. Should be fine. The idea is you need to have long production line, serial lines if you need to build something, a lot of something, because eventually, because the guys working on the things get so good at it, they'll produce them faster. So the more you build them in a line, the faster they get built further down the line. But you also need serials, because building one factory a year is not something you want to do. So that's why we have 20. Yep. And it requires a lot of production, but very good. Once the carriers are done, we're gonna get a lot of that. I mean, the carriers are 750 or something industry capacity required, so that's good. There is one problem though. Apparently these guys are marked properly, and the CAGs we deployed are not. Meanwhile, something else is. We're gonna also be building. That's a lot of. Yeah. Naval bases everywhere, because, well, you need the fuel. So 1,000 naval bases, probably too much, but, you know. And those are going to be built later. We're also going to need air bases, about the same. The idea being we can stack these when they're ready and then deploy them where we need them. Meanwhile, brigades, yeah. Our brigades are shitty, we are not going to build any at the moment. We kind of want to upgrade our units and not invest things in upgrades. As I said, keep that there. And supplies, I'm going to keep this because I don't know how many supplies we need at the moment. There is one other thing we can't build at the moment, which is infrastructures. And I'm pretty much going to crisscross the United States with good infrastructure. I'm also going to upgrade the infrastructures in at the border, because we need it. And across the coast, because at the moment this is how it happens. Also, here's how the supply mode works. Not that. Is that? Yeah, I guess. So our supplies go from the capital, because that's how they do in this stupid game, and always from the capital, and they take the best, fastest route to where they need to go. So at the moment they're going there, and there. It's a good idea to notice how these ports work, how these supplies get delivered, so you build ports where you need them, because you can build a port here and the game is just gonna ignore it because it's an asshole. Right, do believe I have everything on automatic. Oh, manual industrial capacity control, and right, convoys, which are for resources and supplies and transports, are all automatic, which you can manually do that, but there's so many of them you forget, and it's really iffy. I mean, the game doesn't tell you where you need to go, it doesn't offer you a good list of building a convoy. It's really too much work to bother with, and too stupid. Too much effort, really. It's not work, you can deal with work, but it's too fucking stupid. So, right, you guys. The Pacific Carrier Fleet is gonna be WASP, so time to rename everything now, because this is why I make custom games, so I can have a bit of units and then rename them all. Right, I'll be right back. It's gonna take a while. Right, and I was looking around, and the next year is 1942. I forgot, so our capital ship armament is 1939. Sucks. Aircraft carrier, it just decreases visibility. It doesn't do anything. The hangar doesn't increase. I was looking here to see why I can't have 2 divisions on my carrier. I mean, USS Franklin, let's see. Hangar. Oh. Carrier kayak size 2. See, it says the carrier kayak size is 2. By the way, I renamed them. So we have 2 air groups, CAGs, for every carrier. Wasp has 2, Hornet has 2, Essex has 2. I'm moving all of them to San Diego so I can reorganize them somehow. On the other hand, I also renamed the super heavy battleships. On the west coast, you have the Greek pantheon, the Zeus, Ares, Poseidon, Ares, and Athena super heavy battleships. And on the east coast, you have the wrong button, the wrong target, the Atlantic fleet, which consists of the Viking pantheon, of the Nordic pantheon. The Odin, Thor, Balder, Loki, and Freya. Probably misspelled Balder and Freya, but yeah. We're Americans. We don't care about proper spelling. And I am upsetting every American that's actually watching this. Right, that having been said, I'm gonna put a couple of officers. Wasp 1 is gonna be... Let's actually put it. It's gonna be known because this is a great bomber pilot. And well, that's it. So Walker is gonna be in charge of this. And he's gonna be Air Marshal Walker, because, well, Air Marshal Walker needs to command all of the fleets. So, that, and while in charge of the Franklin First Group and the rest of the carrier air wings, it's gonna be Forrest the Third. Really? Forrest the Third. Alright. Air Marshal Forrest the Third. That's about it, I think. There's nothing else I want to do at the moment. We do kind of... Where is it? Construction, advanced construction. So we need this up first. I really need to start producing the infrastructure at one point. Let's see what happens. I'm not missing anything, right? Motivation laws can't do anything about that. So let's kick it in number 5, speed, and see what happens. Ba-da-da. Good. A day has passed. So we're getting a lot of oil, which is nice. Well, a lot of crude oil. Not converting that much. Well, decent amount of rare materials, which usually countries don't get. A lot of metal and a lot of energy. Excellent. Now we're also getting money. How's the supply requirement looking? Well, it's looking good. We're losing a lot of them because it's going all over the network and used up. Alright, I guess we'll wait for now, see what happens. Although, if what happens is we need more more supplies, it's what happens. So let's increase this to 30. I know it's gonna take a while to build more industry, but it happens. Besides, once we start building more industry and more industry and more industry, we'll have more industrial capacity to arrange. By the way, these are our strategic resources. We have aluminium in Little Rock, which allows us to build airplanes faster. Nice. Fur in Anchorage, Alaska, which allows us to, well, survive winter better. Nice. Helium, which allows us to build rockets faster in Amarillo. Good. Prefab ship facilities in New Orleans, which means our base efficiencies, naval base efficiency, is better by 33%. Very good. Dockyard facilities, building ships faster in Norfolk, always good to have. And of course, building armor faster because of the automotive industry, the car industry in Detroit. So we have quite a lot of strategic resources. We are missing horses, which will help with industrial capacity. So let's see if we can locate some horses. This is how industry looks on the map. Well, strategic resources. We have the blue, basically, or blue with stripes. Or yellow if they're not ours. We have Cinchona and San Jose actually, in Costa Rica. It's gonna take a while to get there. And we have more in Peru. Rubber in Brazil. That's gonna be important, I believe. That's about it. Keep in mind that's normal rubber, not synthetic rubber. We have uranium in Elizabethville. Alright. Uranium is good if you want bombs. We also have gold in Johannesburg. Gold! Yeah, Portugal has Tunguscan, which improves our armor penetration, armor piercing abilities. Very good to have. So we might want to get Portugal first, but I believe we can find tungsten somebody else. Meanwhile, there's prefab facilities in Belfast. There's a dockyard facility in Glasgow. There's also antibiotics in Oxford. The Germans actually have horses, which allows them better supplies. Yeah. But let's forget about Europe. There's a lot of good stuff there, but as I said, we're gonna invade Europe last. So we need to focus on the other places. I do believe the Russians have Orofani in Bakis. Armenia also has one in Ploiești. Well, Ploiești we call it, but you English speakers call it Ploiești. I don't know why you use the EI at the end, but you do. We have rubber in Kuantan, which is nice. However, it's English territory, so that's gonna be a while to get there. We do have black soil in Maito, which I believe helps with agriculture, which helps with manpower. Let's see, what else? Gold in Serang, Cinchona and Malag, rubber in Semarang. Right, so the Netherlands colonies are gonna be a pretty good initial targets. Or, we liberate them from the Japanese. We do have gold in the Philippines. And the Philippines don't give us gold? Pretty sure we're... Yeah, it's a puppet, so why does the Philippines not give us gold? Puppets or allies should give you gold. I mean, they do, when I was Romania in the Axis. Wait, let's see. That's about it. Not much there. Not much in this barren wasteland of the Pacific. Yeah. Let's look in China. I believe China has horses and something else. How the hell did I pass China without seeing it? So we have aluminium in Pixian and horses in Ankang. Unfortunately, to get to Ankang, we need to pass some of the shittiest terrain you'll ever see. Mountains, rivers, low infrastructure. It's a pain. Doable, but it's a pain. And Japan has dockyard facility in Tokyo. I believe the Russians have furs in Irkutsk. And helium over there. A lot of good stuff is in Central Europe. It sucks for us because tungsten, heavy water in Yukon. Oh god. Wait, so only Europe has tungsten and Portugal? We're definitely gonna invade Portugal then. Nah, I guess we can invade Norway and still say we're not invading Europe. We'll see. But we're gonna be so advanced that the extra penetration isn't gonna be that vital. Right, good. So that happened. Now we wait for something to happen. And Mexico's gonna be first to be invaded. Finish this South America after that. Deal with Canada if we have to. We'll see. And trade. So we will give them energy and they give us money. Oh, da. Wait, sorry. Da, товарищ, da. We need to start some trading because I kind of want to have a lot of money. So Germany. You're recovering from your war, so how about the trade limit? I'm gonna sell you energy. You don't have the money for energy? Oh right, Canada. Germany actually produces its own energy. Forgot. You're right, you do. So I'm gonna sell you metal. Because I have metal and you don't. You just don't have the money for it. So let's see. They're willing to pay, well, first thing first. They're willing to pay 008 money for one metal. Alright, so me and the Soviet Union are producing the most metal, and the Soviet Union isn't even close. 240, 50 over, or almost 100. So the guys who need metal the most, Japan. Yeah, they can't afford it. And Germany. So Japan, if I'm willing to sell you this, 0.6, so Japan is willing to pay less for it. United Kingdom, how much are you gonna pay for it? 0.8. Alright. Well, I guess Germany is gonna have an easier time, so yeah, we're sending to England first. Hello, here, have some metal. Hey, goddammit, where is it? You're gonna have some metal. I know you like metal. You need it for those big boats of yours. So 70 metal goes to United Kingdom. And Germany is gonna buy us some metal, because apparently we have metal. I have a lot of metal. And, well, they're not enthusiasts by the idea, but they like it if we sell them more metal. So hey, here you go. You need those for, I don't know, tractors and the like. I can't see what you would use metal for. 45, that's a lot of metal, but it's also a lot of money, if they accept it. Hungary. I can't trade with Hungary. Because we don't have a port. Well, they don't have a port because they don't have access to the sea. Italy and Romania. Lovely Romania. Italy. Let's see. Hey, Italy, do you want some metal? Because I have metal. Not for long, because apparently I'm selling it all, but you know, I have metal. 10 metal should be good enough. Romania. Let's see. I know you want metal because I know you're lacking it, even though you should have some of this amount of reserves of metal. Damn it! Come on, game. Can I move this? Nope. Moving this with the keyboard? Nonsense! We're still back in the fucking 90s, technologically wise in this game. Right, acceptable. So let's see how much metal we actually lose. Germany accepted. United Kingdom accepted. Romania accepted. Italy said, nah, fuck you. Alright. Fine! So we're still producing a lot of metal. Speaking of a lot of metal, let's see who requires energy over here. Philippines, I guess. We have energy, and they're willing to buy it. Energy is really cheap, but you know we have a lot of them. A lot of it. How exactly are we selling energy? I'm guessing it's coal, but over the seas, yeah. Italy, Italy. Well, we already tried trade with you. Can't trade with Hungary. Netherlands. You want energy, do you not? Energy is good. So yeah, the only thing I can think of when you sell energy is just coal, because you can't store energy. 1940, 1946. There you go. France, dear France, do you like energy? Also, yeah, I think we're gonna start buying some supplies with all of this money. Well, after we change our recruitment options, obviously, because I'd rather invest that industry in what's it called? Well, in building more industry. Derp. Alright. Good, good. Siam. Well, if you want it, we have it. Just send the boats out. Unfortunately, the boats eat fuel and supplies, but Bulgaria actually has access to the Black Sea, so we have a direct link with them. And they actually want to buy more energy than less. Yep. Alright, good enough. Xinjiang, Ethiopia, Greece. Greece has money, so Greece gets some energy. It's a good idea to make these trades now, at the beginning of the game. If you make them later, you'll usually not get an offer, because people are already getting their resources from other places. So the sooner you get yourself on the resource market, the better for you. You get to set the terms, you get to sell to whoever needs. Portugal, hey Portugal, I'm gonna invade you later, but for now, have some dosh. Well, give me dosh and have some energy. Uruguay, Peru, don't care about this. Let's see who has more money. Soviet Union and us. Alright, Soviet Union, we're actually building everything. Well, producing everything at home, so I can't help you there. Traded with United Kingdom, traded with France, Netherlands, Hungary. Can't trade with Hungary. Italy doesn't give a shit. I guess Republic of Spain is gonna be a target. Yeah, and some energy. You know, before the civil war starts and you get fucked. Belgium has some money, so have some energy. Just watch, I'm just gonna lose all my energy now. Right, and Poland. Poland actually has energy. Yeah, they do have money, so they might buy some of our metal. We have metal to give at the moment. They might not like it, because we're likely to buy this, but we're also unlikely. Communist China, rare. I'm willing to offer some rares for you. The idea is you can't trade resources for resources, so you need to trade money for resources, or trade resources for money and then use that money to buy resources you need if you're not the United States or, you know, Russia. If you are one of those, just use the money for, I don't know, something else, like buying plans for advanced shit, or I don't know, just stockpiling gold. I don't know what you're gonna do with the United States if you have too much gold. But whatever. So I was gonna sell you some rare materials, right? Before the Japanese invade. As long as I'm the one starting the trade, my boats are the ones transporting them. If they start the trade with me, then their boats are gonna transport the thing. Meaning, when Japan's invading national China, the Japanese can't stop the trade between us unless they declare war on me. However, if China wants something from me and I accept the trade requirement from them, then the boats transporting the things, the resources, are gonna be Chinese, and the Japanese can attack and sink them. So, trade disruption, everyone. Right, Argentina, here, have some energy. I'm feeling, I don't know, I'm feeling generous, so have some energy. How many energies do you lose? Poland accepted, China refused. Argentina, Portugal, Philippines, yes, 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 yes. And France declined, because France. We're still getting a lot, well, not as much, but still getting a lot of energy. Right, so Canada wants us to give them money for fuel. That's a lot of money, but I do need fuel. That's the converted raw crude oil. And Chile wants us to give, well, energy for money. Sure, that's good. How much money do I need for this? Still need a bit more. This is why we make money, everybody. Right, so metal, good, we're good. Maximum number is 99,000, I think, or 9,900,000. 9,900,000, that's whatever. So, yeah, you can reach the maximum amount of resources you can get. I could still sell some shit, frankly. So, especially energy. Canada is producing energy. Finland has money. I have energy. Energy is really cheap asset, so you don't make that much money out of it, but it's energy. Romania, Jansi Click has everything apparently. Oh, it has a bit of everything. Now they're losing crude oil somehow. You want metal. Now I trade with you, Brazil. You want energy. So we continue. It's gonna be really fast now, so actually gonna skip a lot of this. So yeah, let's go. Fast forward. Or not, because I don't have the diplomatic influence required. I used it all up. It's alright. Yeah, Yugoslavia refused. You bastards. Besides, we don't need it when they want it. Sure, I'll give you some trade for some money, and give you some money for a lot of fuel. But not before I change this, so... Specialist training, please. Yay! And now... Yes. China wants rare for money, we'll accept that. And France is willing to give us a lot of money, well, a lot of fuel for money, but I don't think that's acceptable to me, really. Who is producing fuel here? Japan is producing fuel, really? Hey, Japan. I may think about this, but no. I guess we'll accept for now, because we don't have it. I want to have stockpiles, maximum stockpiles of everything before we start. But that'll be something for next time. Oh no, diplomatic influence is being used on us by United Kingdom. This may cause us to drift towards their faction. Alright. Zhang Sikui cancelled our generous trade. France doesn't want to give us oil, just wanted a bit of money in the beginning. You bastards. And the UK is no longer influencing us, because we're isolationist. Making a lot of crude oil. We're also getting a lot of fuel, so I guess our fuel situation finally fixed. Here's the thing though, which I noticed. The game doesn't let you fail, so if you're losing resources, and there are people who are willing to trade with you, they will give you stuff, as much as they can without going into the deficit themselves. So If you're running out of resources and you have, well, people who are not at war with you, they will trade you stuff if you have something to trade. So you can still maintain a better positive of resources. But if you're at war with everyone, that's not gonna happen. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you didn't get bored through this. And next time, well, we'll skip a lot of years until we can actually start the invasions and building up our ships. Goodbye, everyone, and have a good day.